I 28F just had my birthday. My 27M BF gifted me a beautiful ring, but specified it wasn't a real engagement ring. When I told him he could propose with it, he became weird and silent. I have been trying to talk to him about marriage since we both turned 25, but at the time it was, I'm too young. At 26 I ask again, and it was, we don't have the money. I always told him he could propose with a ring pop and I would be the happiest person in the world, and that I didn't want a big wedding, just close friends and family. But he would always just laugh awkwardly or make jokes. Now I'm 28, we both have good jobs, are happy I think. So IDK, what's up? When I ask him, he said, and I quote, everyone that is married just end up divorce. So what's the point? At this point, I feel like I'm a placeholder and he is waiting for someone better to come along. When I discuss that, he always say that's not true, but that doesn't reassure me. We even started looking at house and is serious about that, but now I decay anymore. I love him more than anything and don't want to lose him, but marriage is important to me. And seeing everyone around me moving on with their life, like marriage, buying houses, having kids, even thought I don't want kids, is making me really bitter. I suggested couple counseling, which he refuses, saying it's a waste of money. I also refuse to give an ultimatum. He keeps saying it will happen, but I don't know anymore. This man is my world, but I don't know if I can sacrifice marriage without feeling resentment. It has already started, I believe. So Reddit Wibta for leaving? I don't know what to do anymore. Edit to add, I feel like I worded this wrong. When he gifted me the ring, I joke about it being an engagement ring. He said this wasn't a real engagement ring, and then got weird and silent. It's not a shut-up ring. I have been looking at this ring for years, and he promised he would get it for me one day. I feel he listened to me and got me the perfect birthday gift, not a shut-up ring. Comments. Beginning ad 972. No, it would actually be healthier to leave a relationship that started when you were in high school. Who needs 13 years to figure out if they want to marry you? You're not kids anymore. I hate to break it to you, but you're just a comfortable placeholder until he finds the woman he wants to marry. You're over here doing all the wife stuff with no assurances in return. And on top of that, you've resorted to begging a man to want you. Stop that. Get your life together. Get some therapy to find out why you let this go on this long, and move on. Find an actual man who isn't some boy you had to raise. OP, damn. Thanks for that. I will be restarting therapy. That goalie's mom, I'm 54. I've been with my husband since HS, 37 years together, and we just had our 30-year wedding anniversary 2 months ago. We were best friends all through HS, and he confessed his feelings on graduation night. We've been together since. That first summer, we spent it having fun, making memories, and falling in love. He also spent it telling me what he saw for our future, what our life could look like. By September, I was sold, and he proposed on that Christmas Eve. We were 18 YO. We agreed that we'd buy a house and launch our business before we got married. Our business was thriving 6 years later, and then we closed on our first home before that year was through, and got married 6 months after that, right at the 7-year mark. We were 24 YO. If he wanted to, he would. He wouldn't be able to stop himself. He'd move mountains to make it happen, and he'd certainly be making plans. I'm sorry, OP. NTA. Judgment NTA. Update 12 days later, just wanted to pop back and give an update. After reading everyone, yes, even the mean one comments, I did some soul searching on why I wanted to get married in the first place. My therapist wasn't available for another month to see me, yay healthcare. So I talked to some friends, Reddit users, and did some thinking. I came to the conclusion that I wanted to get married due to a lot of peer pressure from society, and also my upbringing of the acceptable life, got to university, career, get married, buy a house, and have kids. But one thing I did realize that I wanted out of marriage was that protection, that if something happened to either of us, we would be each other next of kin. So I talked to my BF about everything. We had a long emotional discussion on our wants and future. He told me while he did want a future with me and eventually get married, he wanted us to be financially stable and have our place before. He did talk about his parents' divorce and how traumatic that was for him, and how even if he knows I'm not vindictive like his mother, he is terrified of ending up like his father. So we compromised. To appease my anxiety, we will be making each other beneficiaries and have each other be POA in case something were to happen until we get officially married. Now onto my ring. I asked him if this was a shut-up ring, because a lot of you fed into my fears that it was. And he said, and I quote in a way, yeah, because you've been talking about it non-stop since you saw it all those years ago. And I was tired of hearing about it, but also I was happy to be able to finally get it for you. So y'all were right in a certain way. Edit, I never asked for an engagement ring. I was looking at a birthstone ring. The ring he got me was my birthstone for my birthday. It's not a shut-up ring for marriage, it's a... You keep talking about that specific ring, so I got it for you to make you happy because I love you, but also to give my ears a break ring. So no, I will not be leaving him. I don't care if we got together too young and didn't experience other relationships. I love him and he loves me. I don't need to sleep with 10 other people to know what love is and what I want. We went through hell and back together. Parents' divorce, family deaths, losing fur babies, sickness, life-altering disability, mental health, etc. He is the perfect partner in every sense for me, and I hope I am for him. Idiot, can't believe I have to spell this out, but I don't care about marriage. I never did in the first place. I only started bringing it up because family and society put it in my head that it was a necessity for a successful life. Spoiler, they were wrong. Being happy with the person you love is what's successful. I got what I wanted, which was protection in case something happened, as even though we're common law surprise, I'm not USA. You're not next of kin unless we get it in writing and notarized. Comments Gordita Paulo. He let you win a small battle so you wouldn't notice you lost the war. You're missing out on finding someone who's excited and delighted by you. And honestly, this man you're with is just some guy, not someone worth making compromises for and shaving off your corners to be more palatable to what end? If you keep chipping away at yourself, you'll wake up one day completely mystified about how your life got so small and gray. Skyam926, yep, she'll build with him, and then once he's in the financial position he wants to be him, he'll get married to someone else a few months after meeting them. A tale as old as time. Labdogs42, never buy the house first. Don't do it. Bony kneecaps, yes, my brother learned this the hard way. Bought a place with his GF and best friend. I don't need to tell anyone what happened a couple years in. Those two better hope I never see them again. OOP will say yes, whether it's tomorrow, next week, 2 years, or 20 years from now. I love this man. IDC about marriage as long as we're happy together and love each other. Would a wedding be cute? Yes, but is it necessary? After a lot of soul searching, no, it's not.